Our one pot formula is going to make it possible for you to hit your pantry, grab anything that you have in the kitchen, and put together a one pot pasta for dinner in 15 minutes flat. It's so easy, it's super customizable, and today I'm going to show you how to take some of the stuff that you might already have in your freezer and make a creamy one pot beef stroganoff. One pot pastas are such a brilliantly simple way to do dinner. You just throw everything that you have into a pot, no draining, no straining, and dinner is done. Plus, the added bonus is that when you can customize it and make it the way that you want, your family will eat up every bite. I know that we're cooking at home a lot more. We need a lot more dinner ideas, but I just don't want to take the time every single night to come up with some new idea. So the one pot formula has been a really great way to create lots of different dinners using the ingredients that we already have on hand in our freezer or in our pantry. And so I'm going to show you what to do with those frozen meatballs if you've got them in your house. Now, if you don't have frozen meatballs, you can actually swap this out for Italian sausage or ground beef. You can even use chicken, but we're going to use frozen prepared meatballs. And I'm going to show you how to make a delicious creamy beef stroganoff. Let's start by putting the meatballs right into a pot. And I like to add just a little drizzle of olive oil to my pan to make sure that it's nice and moist. Next up in our formula is spices, and so for this recipe, I think that garlic would make a really nice spice. You could also use garlic powder if you don't have fresh garlic in your kitchen. I'm going to chop this up with the GoodCook ceramic Santuoku knife. This thing is a powerhouse in the kitchen. It stays super, super sharp. It makes chopping really, really easy, and it's really the perfect size to chop just about everything you need to make in the kitchen. All right, we're gonna put that garlic in our pan and then cook this over medium-high heat until it's nice and sizzling. Now, the reason that I cook in the skillet first is that we're gonna get all of our meats and spices ground and aromatic so that when we add our liquids and our pasta, they really meld all the flavors together, and then they're ready to eat as soon as your pasta's done. All right, time to add the veggies, and the veggie for this one is gonna be just some onions. So I'm gonna add about a half of an onion. If you'd like to get to the full 2 cups of veggies that we recommend for the one pot formula, then go ahead and toss in some frozen or fresh spinach. Our family doesn't really love all that color though, and so we're gonna keep it really simple, classic stroganoff by just adding some onions. If slicing onions is like your least favorite kitchen activity, fear not. I am going to show you a super quick way to chop them. The GoodCook chopper makes it so that you can just slice an onion like this right in half, stick it right here on these little grates, and press to chop. And then all you have to do is pick it up and you can dump it right into your pan. And then wash this without ever touching the onion. And now we're just gonna saute these until they're nice and golden brown as well. All right, time for cheese. We're gonna add 1 cup of grated Parmesan. All right, we're almost there now. Time to add the broths. I'm going to add 2 cups of beef broth, half and half milk or heavy cream, whatever you've got works. And just to give this sauce like a little extra punch, I'm gonna add a dollop of Dijon mustard. Not too much, but just enough to give it a little kick, and a couple of pretty good dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Time to add the pasta, and with 3 cups of broth, we're gonna add 8 ounces of pasta. I've got egg noodles here because of course we're making classic stroganoff, but you can really use any pasta that you have in your house, from fettuccine to gnocchi. And we're just gonna stir that so the broth starts to coat the noodles. Turn it on medium and cook it for 12 to 15 minutes until the noodles are done. Oh, I love how creamy this ends up and so simple, seriously. And the best part is there's so many swaps, and then you can take this basic formula and try it yourself.